With the opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it's hard to remember the bittersweet history of Disney's animated classic, The Princess and the Frog, opening in 2009, just 9 days before the record-shattering release of James Cameron's Avatar. The Princess and the Frog grossed just over $104.4 million domestically. For context, Disney released several wonderful animated movies in the last half of the 90s that underperformed and were largely forgotten by the studio. With the help of ChatGPT, we can compare the domestic box office gross for The Princess and the Frog when adjusted for inflation. By comparison, The Princess and the Frog grossed substantially less than 1996's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1997's Hercules, and 1998's Mulan. It even grossed less than 2000's The Emperor's New Groove. By the time of its release, Disney Animation was emerging from a dark period of box office disappointment, low morale, transition, and the layoff of hundreds of very talented animators after CEO Michael Eisner ended hand-drawn animation at the studio with 2004's beautiful Home on the Range.
They were selling off animation desks. They were, just leading talented artists out the door by their nose and saying, we don't need you anymore.
Following a change in management, The Princess and the Frog was the studio's return to glorious hand-drawn animation.
And I'm going, yes! I got up and did this little victory dance or whatever you want to call it. I mean, how can you not be ecstatic?
I hope from this film forward, we never ever get crazy enough to give up on hand-drawn animation.
However, after its public reception, here is what Pixar co-founder and then president of Disney Animation Ed Catmull had to say.
The film was profitable as we'd kept costs down, but it just didn't make enough to convince anyone at the studio that we should pour more resources into hand-drawn films.
The Princess and the Frog's box office reception killed the future of hand-drawn animation at Disney, and Winnie the Pooh, already in production, would be the studio's last hand-drawn feature after its release in 2011. In 2024, here is what Tiana's voice, Anika Noni Rose, had to say of her movie's legacy.
I'm so excited for this resurgence of Tiana. She swung back, and I love that. I'm so excited about it, and that she will continue to speak to so many other generations.
But in reality, Tiana's popularity had only grown over time. And unlike other underperforming films, such as Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and Treasure Planet, the studio never stopped promoting The Princess and the Frog. Because of the popular Disney Princesses product line that facilitated the constant presence of Tiana toys, perhaps the studio could see the effect the film had on fans who missed the theatrical release and fell in love with the movie on DVD. Something they wouldn't have otherwise seen for other underperforming films that were frequently neglected. And clearly, Tiana and her movie mean a lot to her many fans.
I love her so much,
Why the film underperformed at the box office is up for conjecture. Did the title repel boys? Did Avatar's success steal its audience? Or did audiences only want CGI animation? Clearly, none of those mattered in the long run. Walt Disney said a few things that seem fitting here.
I've been criticized many times for being artistic success and a commercial failures. But Hollywood's never understood the residual value we had in films, like Sleeping Beauty.
Here again.
I've got quite a few pictures like that I think are timeless. Quality will out.
The Journey of the Princess and the Frog speaks to something Walt Disney knew. It's not enough to make a film and release it. You have to believe in it. When Fantasia flopped at the box office, he kept re-releasing it, showed segments on his weekly television show, and spoke of it proudly. When Alice in Wonderland failed miserably, he kept the film alive in Disneyland and on his television show. By deliberately keeping the memories of his films alive, Disney ensured his works would be perennial favorites by enticing new audiences to see them. Since the 1980s, however, it's mostly the biggest hits that get attention, and those that underperform but find their audiences on DVD or streaming are mostly forgotten. The Princess and the Frog was a groundbreaking film filled with beautiful animation, unforgettable characters, great music, humor, warmth, and heart. It's It's an important and beloved film in the Disney canon. Despite its bittersweet journey, The Princess and the Frog's perennial success is a testament to the power and appeal of hand-drawn Disney animation and the incredible artists who gave it to us. And to them, all of Tiana's fans say thank you.